Guys, raining again. Been raining all week, so might as well do some chest workout again on this home gym thing, eh? A little bit more weight, eh? That's got me warmed up. It's just funny how the stacks, they're geared in and the pulleys are arranged in a way that I think it's about 2.5 to 3 times the weight of the actual stack. So if you're pulling, say each one of those is 5 kilos, so if you're pulling 3 of them, it works out about maybe 35-40 kilos, something like that. It's a bit more than double. Put a bit more on. It's 11 plates, whatever the hell that is. It's heavy. It feels like you're pressing about maybe 80 kilos on a bench press. It's about that weight. So, yeah, so it must be, I don't know how you work that out, but it works out that it's way more than what the stack is, that's for sure. I'm going to try the whole stack, whatever that's supposed to be. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. 14 plus the little one on top probably weighs about 3 or 4 kilos. So 15 plates. So if it's, even if it's, yeah, it can't just be double because it's a lot more weight than that. So this is going to be really hard. It's going to be a stupid amount of weight. But we'll see if I can do it. Yep, 8 reps at 2,000 kilos. No, it feels like about more than what I can lift on a bench press, which is probably around 100. It feels heavier than that. Feels like because you don't have to use a stabilizer muscles. It feels like, I'd say 120, something like that. Anyway, we'll change it up in a tick. Change it up so I can drop the weight, because there's no way I'm going to do back deck with that much weight on it. I'll drop it down back in a tick. So I've decided to do another set at the full stack before I change to pack deck. Oh, 11, not bad. Alright, last set of heavy, and then I'm changing to pack deck. I'm going to change those plates back to something I can press now. Oof. That's hot, but I don't want to put the fan on, it's too noisy. Okay. Okay, a little bit more weight. Whew. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's seven plates. So I got an email the other day, good email, about the Bioforce. You guys that got Bioforce. Mainly it was the guy that was watching, one of my subscribers. He's been subscribed for a while now, so he's noticed that I've improved my physique, put on some muscle, lost some weight, and did I still use the Bioforce? Well, yeah, I do use the Bioforce quite a bit. I will be making some more videos on that when I get back. So this is all I have up here, is this machine and some weights. That's why I use this one up here when I'm up at the boat shed. So it's all about resistance and time under tension, really. So if you put in the work and you've got your machine set hard enough so that, I mean, you see how I always do my last reps are really heavy. Try to go to failure. So it doesn't matter if you're on a weighted machine, a cable machine, using free weights, and the Bioforce is extremely good because you can get a lot of tension on that, a lot of resistance on that, more than probably what I could get on this. If I put the stops right out on the arms, it's just about impossible to press. So yeah, you can build muscle on the Bioforce. You've got to eat a lot of protein to build muscle, especially when you're getting older. I think the guy that I was talking to was 62 now, which is the same as me, or may have been 63, so about my age. Yeah, we can put on muscle, despite what they tell you, as long as you eat tons of protein. As you know, I've been carnivore now for 12 months. In how many days? In less than 2 weeks, it'll be 12 months. Yeah, 12 months. So I've noticed strength gains and so many other benefits that I've told you all about before on other videos, but I'll just quickly go through them again. Don't get sore knees anymore when I'm leg pressing. I think it's all got to do with the more fat in your joints, because we eat a lot of butter in our coffee and tea, butter on our dinner. That helps with lubrication for passing stools as well. You're not eating fibre. Everyone thinks that you can't poo if you don't eat fibre. Well, that's not true. You actually better, because fibre it sticks in my colon. I've got diverticulosis, so little pockets in the bowel. I can't even eat nuts now without having some kind of stabbing pain in my sigmoid colon. Any fibre I do eat, I don't feel good. But it's the inflammation from all the plants too. They tell you everything's safe to eat, but it's not. It's not just the poisons in the plants that they're putting on the crops, even if they're organic and they've got no poisons, but they've got their natural toxins in them, because plants don't want to be eaten. So every plant you can think of has a toxin of some type in it. If you look up on WHO, the World Health Organization, just type in, search for plants and vegetables with toxins. And there's a list about this long. No kidding. And it'll tell you what toxins are in it. And in very fine print it'll say, safe for human consumption. Ah dear. Anyway, so we're poisoning ourselves with plants all the time, despite the food industry saying we've got to eat a lot of plants. It's good for you, you need the fibre. Well, no. Anyway, so that's good. You don't get cravings. I used to get cravings from eating sugary foods or even carbohydrates. So if you cut your carbohydrates down, you eat mainly protein, you're going to find that you don't eat as much, because you feel satiated longer, fuller longer, because of the protein. So I've only had one meal today. What's the time? Time is 4:30. I'm not even hungry. That's how it works. So I've got to actually make myself eat, especially after a workout, to get the protein in, because you forget that, you forget that normally you'd be eating. But if you can eat twice a day, or even 3 times a day, that's plenty. If you're bodybuilding or doing heaps of workouts, you'll find yourself getting a bit hungry. So I still have protein shake. I know it's not part of the carnivore diet, but when I want something in a hurry and I haven't got any quick to eat food around, I still have a protein shake. Boiled eggs, eat boiled eggs, bacon, all the cheese. If you're lactose intolerant, don't have the cheese, of course, but you could probably try maybe goat's cheese or something. Yeah, so you don't get the cravings all the time, which is good. And you don't get that tired feeling, like after you eat carbs, you get up and you think, oh no, I feel like I'm asleep now. It's because you spiked your insulin, that's why, and then it drops after that. So with eating protein, you don't spike your insulin. So I know you need insulin to get the sugar into the fat cells, into the body, into the muscles and everything, but if you don't eat that carbohydrates, you don't get that craving, you don't get that spike. So you're not going to have pre-diabetes. So when you get to our age, a lot of people, they just eat what they want, drink what they want, and then they wonder why they get sick. Overweight, diabetic, it's all got to do with the food you're eating. It's not something that should happen, but there's a hell of a lot of diabetics out there, especially with me working in the hospital. Like, I don't know, every 3rd person is diabetic these days. I'm talking about stage 2 late onset diabetes, not type 1 diabetes that you can be born with, or you've got an immune immune problem that's destroying your beta cells in your pancreas. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about type 2 diabetes. And people on the carnivore diet, if you look on YouTube, there's so many of them, they were diabetic, type 2 diabetes, and it's gone because they've lost weight, they've lost all the sugar in the body, and it's gone. And a lot of the other ailments are gone too. I mean, even guys that have had prostate swelling, they find that they've gone off of their prostate tablets because their prostate's actually reduced in size because there's no toxins that's causing the inflammation in your body. Arthritis, it makes a big difference to arthritis too, if you've got any aching joints. I always had aching joints, but not anymore. If I get aching joint, that's my fault from overworking it, but in general, I don't. I'm way fitter than what I was when I was in my 20s. I can run, I can jog, I can lift weights, swim, all those things I can do even better. I can cycle, you know. Yeah, it's good because you're fit enough to enjoy yourself. Anyway, I better do some more pec decks while I think about what else I'm going to talk about. So that's a good finisher for after you've been bench pressing, and you can do some flies as well if you want to, but those two exercises will build your pecs up enough. I'm just going to put bit more weight on. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10, whatever it is, 10 weights. So I was reading an article before, and it said that the pulley system on these can be anywhere from 2 to 2.5 times resistance of the actual weight stack. So if that's 150 pounds, then I was pressing anywhere between 300 and maybe 350 pounds, something like that, which would be around 140 kilos, I suppose, which felt about right. Not doing these, I'm talking about the bench press itself. If you want to really finish that off, bring your arms out and fly it. And you can see that that gives you a good pump. Pure meat, pure carnivore. Oh, so, and if you think that carnivore diet is too expensive, well, think again, because you don't eat so much. All those veggies cost a fortune, you know. You can survive, or more than survive, you can gain muscle and get really lean by eating fatty cuts of beef mince. So you need the fat, despite what you've been told, you need the fat, because those fats, they go into manufacturing different parts of the body, so the brain cells and different parts of the body need fat cells. You need it for your whole endocrine system. You need it to make cholesterol. You need cholesterol to make things like testosterone. Another thing you need the fats for is so that your gallbladder constantly is ejecting bile to help you dissolve or digest the fats. So if you don't eat enough fat, that the gallbladder tends not to eject the bile, and it just stagnates in the gallbladder, and that's one of the reasons why you get sediment and then stones in the gallbladder. So, and it has increased over the years because we've been told not to eat fatty foods. So you can look that up. There's research on that. And yeah, so if you're eating enough fat, the bile will keep excreting, and you won't have any issues with gallstones. And when your body's had enough, when it thinks it's had enough of that fat, doesn't need to put it anywhere, the bile will stop, and then it'll just go straight through your digestive system. So it goes into your stools and it becomes a lubricant. Just like dogs, cats, tigers, lions, they don't go and eat vegetables. In fact, dogs used to live longer than what they do now because they were only eating meat. And then we've started them on all this processed foods, and they don't live as long anymore. Anyway, I'm going to do one more set of this. That's a bit heavier. Unless I'm getting tired. Alright, I think that's enough chest for today. Hopefully it'll stop raining so I can go fishing. Haven't been fishing yet, but chance to do plenty of gym anyway. I'll do some more tomorrow, might record that as well. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share the video around, especially for some of you guys might have some mates that you think might benefit from a bit of motivation of what you can do. You don't have to be an invalid. I'm not talking about if you've got some physical problem where you can't get around. I'm just talking about if you're overweight and you want to get a bit more healthier. I don't really mind, or I don't really care what you do as long as you're doing something. We've all got to be doing something. We've got to exercise at least, you know, every day would be nice, but we all do exercise that we don't realise we're doing, like long walks, we're lifting things in and out of cars. That's still an exercise, but if you can do a proper exercise, just do an hour in the gym or an hour and a half in the gym, 2 or 3 days a week, you're going to live longer. You're going to have less problems in life. You're going to feel so much better mentally as well. It's really good for your mental health. You're feeling a bit depressed, you come in here and wow, big change. And then you look at yourself in the mirror and think, well, I'm glad I did that because I got a good pump out of that. And then you compare yourself with other people your age and you think, well, no matter what I do, I'm doing one thing better than what they are, and that's making yourself stronger slowly, stronger than yesterday. Just go a little bit heavier each day and you'll get stronger. And yes, the Bioforce, I'll get back onto that. It's a very popular subject, the Bioforce. It's a really good gym. I still like it. I'd love to get it up here one day, but I like it too much, so I'll use it at home. Anyway guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for subscribing, share the video, don't forget to like, and I'll catch you on the next one. Over and out.